Hey guys, Tom Terry, I'm with LinuxMCE. Just doing a quick little demo of the new screen that I've added to the setup wizard. Previously, devices like the Hauppauge HD-PVR were not completely setupable because you could not specify which set of audio inputs you wanted to use for a corresponding video input. This has now changed, and this functionality has been added into the setup wizard. Yes, I know setupable was not a word. I just woke up. Please give me a little slack. Okay, so if we go into our familiar setup wizard.
When you can see and hear me, use the arrows on your keyboard or your remote.
We, of course, have our familiar Sarah. And I'm going to go ahead and page over to the input section where I've added the screen.
Which wizard do you want to complete? With the media player setup, you can configure options for the media player at this location, including what TV.
And I'm going to go down to the input section.
If you have any video capture devices or tuners, connect them now. For example.
Now you'll notice that we have right here, I've been testing this, and we have over here we have a DC 6412 cable box connected to the component port. I'm going to go ahead and select it, and we'll go to the familiar AV device setup screen.
Select the device connected to this port or choose cancel.
At which point I select again the DC-T6412 cable box that I have connected and controlled by my USB UART. And sure enough, we now have a new screen here. Now, no, I was not able to get Sarah to do a new spot for this, so we left her out. I'm sure some of you will be very sad. So, of course, now we have right here, pending a couple little screen handler cleanups to put the check mark in the right place, we now have my DC-T6412 connected to the rear analog port HD-PVR core.
Selected. In which rooms do you want to be able to use this device? You can use this device in any room that has a media director.
Now you'll notice that after you select that, we go right back to where the old screens were before. I'm going to go ahead and, of course, say every room with the media director.
If you have any video capture devices or tuners, connect them now.
And you'll notice that we go right back to our AV tuner card selection screen here so that we can take and configure more devices, just as it was before. Basically, we've just inserted a new screen in the middle here. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way over to done and let us do its thing.
Congratulations, you're pretty much done. That was easy, wasn't it? Let me tell you what I've done.
And once this is set up, the router reloads. And everything is set up. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to explain that in order to support this, I've added an additional parameter to the select input scripts. So those of you that are working on tuner card support and you're working on on select input scripts, in addition to that, right now, previously there were two parameters: the block device, the first parameter, and the video port to use, the second parameter. The second parameter would typically be passed off to V4L2 control to select the input appropriately. Now there's a third parameter with an additional call to V4L2 control, which you should put in your scripts if you have to explicitly set the volume. You can use the HD-PVR script, basically capture card select input HDPVR.sh, as your reference point in order to get all of this set up correctly. Now I'm going to go ahead, since my TV is a toggle TV here, I'm just basically going to go ahead and I'm going to select my live TV here so you can see this actually working from one of my orbiters so my TV doesn't turn off. And it did anyway, so.
Lifestyle Lift doctors are selected.
But you can hear the audio.
Skills, training, and caring nature.
When I look in the mirror, I see these fat pouches that hang.
Let my TV come up.
Around my mouth. And I'm not a smoker, but I've done a lot of sun. You know, I've grown up at the beach.
And as you can see, we have our live TV here with our audio ports.
And then I also see a sagging neck,
etc., etc.
So,
okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the demonstration here and keep working, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the feature actually working here.
69 years old.
Until next time, talk to you guys later.
The most amazing